Hi, everybody. It's me, Macca. Macca. I'm not a Jack Frost. I want to do an update video. Talk about everything that's happened. Not just going on right now, but the future, and also just kind of talking about everything that's happened in the last year, because oh my god, this time last year I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. I think I was around 900 something. And I did not think that I would hit 1,000 subscribers. Well, I had a feeling that I was going to hit 1,000 subscribers in the year, but I didn't think I was going to blow up in the way that I have been. Things have started to calm down now, but I am just... oh my god, I just appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. It still doesn't even feel completely real to me, I guess. And that's also just like not the only thing. Going from 900 to... how many subscribers do I have real quick? Actually, hold on. 5,923 as of this moment. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. Thank you so much. But it's also not just hitting 5,923 subscribers, but it's also the fact that, like, I was finally able to start monetizing my videos. I was able to create a better identity for the channel, actually, you know, getting custom art made by my friend Ratupi, getting a little ditty song by my friend Kurt. As well as just starting to adhere to an actual stream schedule is... oh my god, this last year has been really good, and you guys have no idea just how much I appreciate all of this. Sincere. Thank you. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I just feel like no matter what I could come up with, I'm just going to repeat myself over and over again. I'm just going to say what I've been saying thus far. And you know what? I think I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to leave it there. I don't think you guys want to hear me repeat myself over and over again. Anyway, I also wanted to talk about my future plans. A little bit of what's going on right now in terms of videos, as well as what I got planned in the future. Right now, I'm currently working on selling you on Shin Megami Tensei 2, and if you watch selling you on SMT 1, you should have an idea of where I am going with the channel or what the coming videos are going to be. Obviously, I am doing a selling you on every single mainline game. SMT 1, 2, If, Nocturne, Strange Journey, 4, Apocalypse, and then maybe 5. I might do Is a Good Game for 5. Or I might do a selling you on. I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to figure out later on. But anyway, I'm working on SMT 2. You would also know this if you had been attending my SMT 2 streams over on Twitch. Mondays, 8 p.m. Pretty consistently, though there have been a couple of times where we've had to delay it a few days. Or just outright canceled it or whatever. But for the most part, been on that. One thing you'll note, however, going back to when I was listing off all the games, I did not list off every single mainline SMT game. I did not mention 9. The reason for this is I'm not going to be doing a selling you on for 9, mainly because there's just not a full translation, and even what's available is not a ton. I think it's only like one route, and I'd rather not do a selling you on for a game where the vast majority of the content isn't understandable, not just to the audience but to me. So that's something that I'm skipping 9, but to make up for it, I'm going to be doing a roundtable discussion type video about Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, or Reimagine, because, you know, the original shut down back in 2014. I have never played Imagine or Reimagine, but it's something that I've been interested in since I first learned about it all those years ago. and I just never really got around to playing it. I have some friends that play it, or have played it, and I want to just kind of get them in a call. I'll, play it for a while, get used to it, learn its systems, that kind of thing, and then I'm thinking we'll just get in a call, rather than doing the whole breaking things down and going into details and all that. I think just having a roundtable discussion about it would be interesting, because it's an MMO. There's a lot to be talked about with an MMO, but it's something that, hey, I'm not doing 9. Why not talk about the thing that was born out of the failed version of 9? Maybe I should try and structure these things out better in my head, because I jumped from explaining next video I'm doing, or the selling you ons for the whole series, to streaming SMT2, back to talking about all the games that I'm going to be doing selling you ons for, back to streaming. I need to structure these things better. I'm going to be streaming SMT2 all the way to its end, and then afterwards I'm going to be streaming SMT If, but after that, I'm not going to be streaming Nocturne, I'm not going to be streaming Strange Journey, 4, Apocalypse, 5, whatever. The reason for this is those games really start to go up in length, and in terms of recording footage, I can only get so many gigabytes. The main reason why I am recording literally my entire playthroughs of 1, 2, and If is because they're SNES games. Those have very small file sizes as I'm recording them. Even if it's a 5-hour long video, it's like maybe a gigabyte or 2, if that. But when it comes to a console game, or even the DS game, those are going to get big. They're going to get big. A lot is happening in those. And as a result, rather than streaming them, I am just going to play them on my own. And once I'm done with If, I'm just going to start streaming kind of whatever. I have some ideas for some games to cover. I'm thinking by the time that I finish If, Monster Hunter Rise will be out, and I'm thinking I could stream that with some friends. Also, I started Silver Case with Nova Arby about a year ago. Literally started, got through like the prologue. It was really interesting. We both want to return to it. We just haven't had the time. So that's another option. I also have, right here, 13 Sentinels. I have heard nothing but phenomenal things about this game. I want to play it. And I think this would be a good little stream game. So yeah, that's kind of the current plans when it comes to the streams, is I'm going to stream through If, and then if I can't think of anything else to stream that particular week, then I'll probably stream me playing some, Strange Journey or whatever. But otherwise, I am going to be just playing those on my own. Another reason why I'm going to be playing them on my own instead of streaming is I want these videos to come out faster than they have been. And I think the main reason why they are taking so long is because I'm streaming them. I'm only really playing them once a week. It's for like 5 hours at a time when I do, but it's still too slow. It's still too slow. And I don't want to be streaming every single freaking day. So I'm just gonna, do them on my own. Play them off stream. And then, like I said, if I have nothing to play that week, then I'll stream that. I don't know why I was holding on that so long. So when it comes to the Selling You on SMT series, that's basically everything. The only other thing is I started writing the script for SMT2. So, I am making progress on that. It has started. I think all I really need to do at this point is message Spencer, who's going to be doing it with me. Spencer from the Shin Megami Tensei Network. Message him and just kind of get him to put down his pros and cons and various thoughts on the game, so then I can try and incorporate them into the script. But otherwise, that is started. I'm going to try and get that video out in February. Now, there's one thing, moving on to a new subject, there's one thing I've been meaning to address since my last update video. In my last video, I announced that I wanted to remake my two most popular videos. The first one being what is and isn't SMT. The second one being selling you on the Yakuza franchise. Clearly that second one didn't pan out. It hasn't happened yet. The reason for that is because shortly afterwards, I came up with the idea of doing the selling you on SMT as well as just doing it for the whole series. And it's just kind of the bigger priority to me. I do want to remake my selling you on Yakuza at some point. It's just that's kind of just gone on the back burner now. So that's something that I'll get to eventually, but it likely won't be within the next year, which I imagine the selling you on SMTs are going to take about a year or so, since, you know, there's so many of them, and even with speeding things up, I don't think it'll be more than a year. I'm going to be working on these for a while, but don't worry, that is still very much an option. It's something I want to do at some point. So as some of you might have also noticed, I have been uploading streaming highlight videos, and I am satisfied with them. I'm satisfied with the performance. I think you guys like them. They've been well received, and I'm gonna keep doing them because, hey, why not? They're fun. And my friend Owen, who's been editing them, has done a great job at making them just fun to watch, and also taking some of the moments that I would just think like, oh, there's nothing you could do with that, and then just making them fun or funny or whatever. We're still gonna be working on those, at least through If, but afterwards, I can't really guarantee, you know, what we're gonna do. I don't know if there'll be... I feel like maybe if there's a stream that I thought was particularly funny or something that's just really good content, then we'll probably do it. But for now, I can only really promise through If. Currently, Owen has started editing the third one, so that one's based on the third stream. And these videos also are not going to be limited to just the one stream, so it's not going to be one video per stream, but rather they're going to come points where it's going to be like combining some streams, because some streams, let's be honest, were better than others, or funnier than others. But don't worry, they're still coming. The main thing with those, however, is I am not paying Owen. He is doing this exclusively because he is my friend and he enjoys editing them. For him, his main focus, of course, is money. He's got to work. So he's doing these videos whenever he just has some free time. And because of that, I can't promise a schedule for them. At the rate it's been going, it's been about a highlight video a month. And I don't imagine they're going to be speeding up at all. They're just gonna be they're done with their done sort of thing. Of course, I'm still gonna be doing Is It Good games. To give you a little insight into why I pick the games. The reason I pick the games that I do is because I'm playing a game and I think it's good and I think it's fun, or I think there's something I want to say about it. So I don't actively seek these games out. Is It Good games happen just when I come across a game that's just like, oh, that would be good for a Is It Good game. I don't actively seek them out. They just kind of happen. And I can't really tell you when the new one will come out. It's, at least for right now, there's really nothing coming out, or there's nothing I really plan on playing anytime soon in the next month or so that I think will make me want to do it Is a Good game. But I'm thinking probably when like P5S Strikers, when that comes out, that might be something I could do it Is a Good game on. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to videos is partly because I want more time to focus on selling you on SMT2, and partly because January is just death for viewership and revenue. I'm not going to be uploading any videos outside of this one, or maybe like a channel trailer, and maybe a channel trailer, not or, for this month. I have been wanting to actually get a proper channel trailer basically since the channel really started to gain an identity, and I just haven't really put the time aside to do it. So that's something I want to get done soon. I don't think it'd be that difficult to make. But outside of this, and then maybe that, don't really expect much for this month. I'm just gonna take it as a bit of a break, a bit of a breather, and then I'm gonna come back in February with selling you on SMT2. So in terms of the video stuff, that's basically done. That's everything I had to say about that. So I'm gonna move on to the next bit of future plans, and I'm gonna start this off by asking you a question. Tell me if you have heard this before. I want to make videos more often, but there are two main things keeping me from doing that. One is work. Two is maintaining my mental health and not killing myself over constantly working. And obviously I'm not gonna be, having the completionist schedule, but I just want to maintain my mental health, make sure I'm bringing in money, and at the moment with just AdSense, I'm only really bringing in maybe $100 every 2 months or so, 2 or 3 months. It just kind of depends on the month. And it's not consistent. It's not consistent enough. So even though I am making a little bit of money on this, it's still not even fully a side job to me. I would love to do this as a full-time job, but I'm being realistic, and that's just not gonna happen anytime soon. My current goal right now is to make this a side job. I want to get to at least to a point where I'm getting consistent money month to month that can help me justify taking more time off of work or working less hours. And obviously, like I said, AdSense isn't really going to be helping a lot with that, at least for the time being. And it's because of that I want to open a Patreon. But don't stop, don't click off. It's not now. I'm not opening the Patreon now. Rather, Patreon is something that I want to do a bit more further down the line. I personally, in my head, have a subscriber goal I want to hit before I open a Patreon. The reason why I have this goal is not because I feel like, I need to hit it in order to not have people be pissed off at me for opening it, but more as something to prove to myself. I've been doing YouTube videos for 10 years. This year, I think, or last year, I'm not even 100% certain. But I've been doing YouTube videos for a very long time. I've been doing this specific channel for 5 years, and I've only really been doing consistent videos since maybe 2 years ago, where I'm trying to keep up some semblance of a schedule. And then even then, the channel, like I said, didn't really gain much of an identity until last year. I want to get to that point, but I understand that I can't just do it. So I want to prove something to myself. I have a subscriber goal that I want to hit. I'm not going to open the Patreon until I hit that. There's just really not much more to say. I want to prove it to myself that this is something I can do, and I feel like hitting that number will be proof. It'll make me feel good enough. I will say I am already working on a Patreon, basically like setting one up and creating the rewards and goals and that kind of thing. So I have ideas going in my head. I am working on it right now. It's just I don't plan on actually launching it until later on. And if you end up deciding in the future, if you end up deciding to support me, again, like at the beginning of this video when I was talking about I don't even know what to say without repeating myself, thank you. Just thank you. If in the future you ever decide to support me, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me.
I didn't forget anything. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm working on opening up a Discord. I'm currently still making it. It's not ready just yet, but I got one coming. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would come and join and hang out with me and my friends. And we got Legos and a really big couch, and you can hop up on the couch and we can cuddle under the blanket. We can watch we can watch anime, and you can fall asleep in my arms. Then you know what? I'm sorry about this. Just thank you for watching. Goodbye.